Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is JT and this is the thexobudget. Today we're going to be doing a cash unstuffing, so sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Well, hey you guys, so today we are going to be doing a cash unstuffing. If you're unfamiliar with what a cash unstuffing is where I go through all of my payments and or expenses that I have ever made on a debit or credit card throughout the month of January, and I go ahead and unstuff those from my envelope since I am a cash budgeter. So sometimes there are times where I buy something either online or I go to a place where they don't accept cash, which does happen, especially here in the Bay Area. But that's where I write them down and I unstuff them from my envelope so that way I can stay on budget. So that is what we're going to be doing today. So I am going to go into my A5 planner. And in my A5 planner, I do have this back section for my finances where I do write down all of my expenses. So I am going to put this off to the side. And we're going to go ahead and just get right into it. So the first item is going to be part of like my 3K giveaway prizes. So that is going to be in my business binder, and that is right here. So we're going to first start off with this binder, which I know that there's a lot that I'm going to have to unstuff. So I'm also going to turn on my calculator so that way I can just add up all of the amounts of either the same category or similar categories. Okay, so the first one is going to be YouTube giveaway. That is the envelope we will be unstuffing. So that is this one right back here. So we do have one. So I don't need to do any calculation. So one for YouTube giveaway, and I'm going to be unstuffing $90. So let's see. We have 50, 70, 90. Let me make sure these are like kind of like the worst bills, because since these are going back to the bank, I want to make sure I have good bills. Okay, so I'm going to keep this here. So in YouTube giveaways, we still have 100, 120, 40, 60, 61, 62. So 162 still left over in YouTube giveaways. Okay, so to stay in this binder, let's go ahead and go back to the front. Let's look for inventory materials. I know that I have... Yep, I do have one right here. So inventory materials, it's for some paper. I am going to be taking out $160 from inventory materials. So we have 100, 150, 70, 90, 210. So to get 160, actually, you know what? Let me first, since I do need change, I'm going to put this back to the side for now. And I'm actually going to go into bills and expenses because I know that this has some cash that I'm just going to be pulling completely. So let's get into those. So from Apple, I know that I need to do this one. So I did get the YouTube giveaway. So let me also put a check mark next to Apple because I need to pull this 30. So we have 10, 20, 25, 30. So that is 30 right here. My storage, I just need to pull 140, so 50, 100, 120, 140. Great. And then streaming, this is not due for another couple of days because today is the 27th. But I did want to include it because I know that that's when it's going to be pulled. But I'll just go ahead and deposit it anyway. So streaming, I need to pull 20. No, it should be 30. I don't know why I put 20. It should be 30. Okay, 10, 20, 25, 30. Because it did increase my streaming because I did get a different bundle than before. Okay, so that should be good now. Let me just move these down because I'm not taking any ones this time around. So I'll move these down and move this back a little bit. Okay, great. So that is it from this one because I know that those are just going straight back. And now let's go ahead and get back into this binder, which is my business binder. So now we have some change to work with, which is awesome. So let's go back here to inventory materials. And again, inventory materials, I need to get 160. So we have 100, 150, 70, 90, 210. So 170. So if I do this, so 100, 50, 70, I just owe myself 10. So I'll put this 10 here. So now we still have an inventory materials, $20, $40, $50. Next is going to be packaging. Sorry, I'm a little like, okay, packaging. So we have one here and that is $75. And then we have another one, I know, plus $40. Is there any other packaging? Yep, plus 35. Cool, and that's it. All right, so that equals 150 that we need to pull from packaging. So we have 50, 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95. So we need to pull, what was it, 150? 50, 100. Okay, so we have 50, 100, 20, 40, $50, which leaves us 45 still in packaging. All right, so let's just go ahead and mark these off. So packaging, packaging, and packaging. Okay, great. Next, I don't know if you guys can see this really well here. Let me do this. Is that better? Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better. So we just did packaging, tools and supplies. I am pulling one thing here, and that is for a thermal printer that I just bought. Ooh, it looks like we have two. So tools and supplies, we have 175, and then tools and supplies, we have another one here. So that's 200 total, which is exactly what we have. That worked out. So tools and supplies, 175 for a printer, and then another 25 for a licensing that I needed. So I'll put this placeholder back here and then put this 100. So let me mark these off, 175 and 25. So that's great. Is there any other ones from this though that I need? Health and wellness, organization. So organization, we have this, which is a stand for that printer, and it's going to be 35. So we have 45 here, so I'll put this away and just give myself 10. So now organization, we still have $100 in the bank, 110 in organization. So organization, we are good. And that is it for this binder. So that is unstuffed. Next, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my travel binder. And from my travel binder, so I am leaving today actually for SoCal, and we are flying there. So I did decide to get tickets, and it actually ended up being like 190 something, like over 195. So I did round that up. So I don't know if you all noticed, but the amounts that I have, they are rounded to the closest 5. So either like 90, 80, or 85, 95, right? So it all just depends on how close they are to whichever number. And I actually tested this out, and I like kind of put next to them like +1, -2, because I have a spreadsheet that I kind of do this on first before I write it down into my planner. That's just kind of how I like to plan, is I like to do it digitally first and then write it permanently into my planner. But essentially, I did like ±1 to however much I was rounding, and it actually evened out exactly, which was really great. So that's kind of why I do it the way that I do. And so it actually rounded to a nice number of $200. So I actually already moved it over from my high yield sinking funds account into my card that I paid. But I just wanted to pull it out of here. So I'm just going to pull 200, which I'll put back here. So now in flying, we still have 100, 200 in the bank, 50, 70, 90. So 290. I do have one other trip. So this was originally supposed to be for the Philippines, but since I'm not going anymore, it's actually working out. So I was able to plan this last minute trip to go down to visit SoCal. And then I'm also have a wedding that I know that I'm going to now in July. So that's going to work out for me to now have money for that. I don't think I'm going to need to spend more than $290 on that flight. And then everything else around here, that's where I'm going to be able to use on that trip as well. I don't plan to use any of this for this coming trip because this trip is really just going to be super chill. I don't think that I really need anything. So I'm just going to leave that there. And if I do need it, you'll see that in my next unstuffing. So the next thing I'm going to do is go into my high priority sinking funds, and my high priority sinking funds does have some items that we are going to be Unstuffing. Sorry, this binder, because it's so brand new, it doesn't lay flat, which I don't want to bend it way too much because it's so pretty, but I need it to. So that way I can stuff. Okay. So the first one is going to be personal care, which is back here. Yep. Personal care, and I need to pull 30. So there you go, $30, 20. So we still have $15 left in personal care. Next is going to be health and wellness. Yeah, health and wellness is, that's only the one, and I need to pull 20. So we have this here. I'm gonna pull this to keep it condensed. So we still have 50, 100, 120, 130 in health and wellness, and I'm putting this 20 back into the bank. And that is just for a chiropractic visit that I went on, or I went to. Okay, let's see here. What else do we have? Car care, no. Car care, health and wellness. Household, I know the household has one, yep. It's $35, and household has 50, 70, 80, 90, 100, 105, 110. So how much did I need? I needed 35, so I'm gonna actually do this 20, 35 here, and I'm gonna keep lower denomination just because I do have this 50, just so that way it's easier for me to grab and go if I really need cash. So we still have 50, 60, 70, $75 in household for me to use if I need to get other things for the house. All right, so we still have a few categories left, which I don't think are in here. Personal care, in here, no. Okay, so we're good for this binder. And I believe this is the last binder that we're getting into. But first is going to be, let's see. Oh, yes, closet. I have two things. So the first one is gonna be $65. For a sweater that I got, and then in a closet I bought some jeans, and that was also 65. So 130 is what we're pulling. So we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 30, 140. So I'm leaving a 10, and this should be 130. So we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, $130, which will be going back to my card. We're keeping this 10. Was that the nicest 10 that I have? I'll keep this nice 10. Since I'm putting all of this back into the bank, I want to keep all of like the nicer bills as much as I can. Okay, so closet is all good. Let's go ahead and mark these off. Closet and closet. We have gifts and car care next, which I think car care will be next. Yep, so car care, we need to pull $15 because I did get a car wash earlier this month, and that was 15, so I'll just pull this 10 and 5, and we still have $20 left in car care. And lastly, did I mark that off? I already did. Okay, and then lastly is gifts. So one of my best friends moved back to New York, and I was super sad, but you know, I'm really glad that she gets to be back with her family. So my friend and I, we actually we just split her gift and got her just something really nice from Everlane. It's like one of those really nice jackets, but my half was 110, so I am gonna pull that from here because I already sent it from like my account because I sent it via Apple Pay, so I just need to pull it from here. So 110, let's see, we have this here. I think this should be good. Yeah, okay, so we have 50, 70, 90, 95, 100. No, that's not it. Just kidding. Maybe I'm keeping this 5 and doing this instead. Yeah, this should be good. Okay, so we have 50, 70, 90, 110. So 110 going back to the bank, which means we still have 50, 100, 105, 110 left here. Is that right? Yeah, and that should be good, I think. Right? Yeah, I had 220, so I'm pulling 110, so I should have 110 left. That just like threw me off because the amount that I have left over is the same. And while we're here, since we are putting this back in the bank, I do kind of want to mix that up. So we have, what I want to do is keep 2 20s. Trying to find some like nice 20s here. There you go. Okay. So 2 20s and then a 10. Actually, okay, so I replaced one of the 50s with 2 20s and a 10, and I might actually do, no, that should be good. So we still have, so 220 minus 110 equals 110, so I should still have 110 here. So we have 50, 70, 90, 100, 105, 110. Sorry if that was confusing. I just wanted to make sure to split this up and like keep it down to some lower bills, just in case I do need to grab and go for gifts, because with gifts they're a little bit more unexpected sometimes, and I don't want to have to like worry about having to make change. But that was it. Yeah, so that should be it for this unstuffing. So let's go ahead and count up all of the totals. So I'm going to go through and add all of this up. So we have So this is a total of $13.75. Okay, my calculator is about to die, so I need to quickly be able to count this cash. So let's go ahead and get into that now. All right, so $13.75 is correct, and my calculator just died, so that is perfect. And $13.75 matches the amount that I was supposed to unstuff, so everything checks out. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back into my bank account, so that way I can pay off some of the cards that I used. But other than that, that is it for this unstuffing, you guys. So thank you all again so much for watching. That concludes my unstuffing for January. There are some things that I'm probably going to still spend over the next few days using cards and stuff, but I'll probably just include that in my February unstuffing. But aside from that, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you all so much for watching. Please watch my last video, which I posted this past Wednesday. Today is Friday, for you to be able to see who won the YouTube giveaway, which is the 3K giveaway that I had posted. Thank you all again so much for entering that giveaway, and congrats to the winner. And I can't wait to be able to have my 5K giveaway, which is based off of everyone's responses. That's what we decided to do, is to skip the 4K giveaway since we're so close to 4,000 subscribers already, but instead just do a much bigger 5K giveaway. So if you are not already, please subscribe so that way we can hit our goal faster, so that way we can go ahead and do that 5K giveaway, because I already have so many things in mind that I want to be able to gift to you all, or at least to the couple of winners that I'm going to have, as just a huge thank you for supporting me, supporting my channel, and being able to do things like this, like hang out with me while I unstuff my envelopes, and just being a huge supporter by watching all of my other videos as well. So thank you all again so much. I can't wait to see you all next time. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.